Hello everybody, this is CEO here. This time I am going to be bringing you a Terran versus Terran on the map Antigua Shipyard. Over in the top right position here we have the blue Terran player TSL's Polt. And in the bottom left position we have Millennium's ForGG. Now both of these are very good Terran players, exceptional play from both of these players as we've seen. Polt has been into Code S several times, and ForGG, I'm not sure if he's in there right now. I haven't kept up with GSL, a shame on me this season. But ForGG has posted some excellent results as well. So yeah, this map Antigua Shipyard is a very interesting map as far as TVT is concerned. This natural expansion is very easy to defend with siege tanks on the high ground, and with this ramp as well that units have got to go up. And it's got a very easy to take third base with only having to control this area here mainly. Of course there's destructible rocks here, but you should be able to see when they are breaking down. Now we see here that Polt is opting for a gas first, as is ForGG. ForGG is just a little bit ahead, opting to get it just that little bit quicker. Now gas first, while being quite rare in Terran vs Protoss and Terran vs Zerg, it's not common in Terran vs Terran, but it just happens. A lot of players, if they want to do some sort of one-base tech play, will opt to get this gas first more often than not. It allows them to build the factory as soon as the barracks completes. We'll have 100 gas for that. So this gas first has a few options. It could just be a few Hellions to get some map control while you expand. Just reactor Hellions. And the other option, of course, is Cloak Banshee, or maybe some siege tank pushes, marine drops. Maybe not so much marine drops with a gas before racks, but you never know. These players have worked out their builds and optimized them so well that they know if they need a gas first or not. So, yeah, we see that both players are going to have 100 gas when their barracks finishes. ForGG obviously got his gas a little bit earlier, so he's got a little bit of surplus here. So both players are going to queue up their factories and their orbitals. Yeah. And ForGG is opting to skip. No, there's the marine there. Both players are not opting to scout, and this is them saying, well, I am comfortable with whatever build you're doing. I'm going to do this build no matter what I would scout early on. So there's no point to send like a barrack scout or a supply depot scout early on. There's only so many builds their opponent can do, and they're just assuming that the opponent's not going to proxy racks them or make a proxy marauder here or something like that. So we see here that a little bit of deviation here. ForGG is opting for this tech lab next to the factory. I would not be surprised if he made this SCV build a starport here as soon as it finished onto the tech lab. No, actually he's going to swap the factory over. This could be for some siege tank or play, or maybe some blue flame Hellion play as well. We see here that Polt is opting for the starport instead of opting for an upgrade like ForGG has. And he's probably going to build a tech lab here, yes, for Banshee play. Those buildings were too well positioned for them to not be a tech lab there. So yeah, we see the big difference here is that Polt has got his second gas, and ForGG doesn't. ForGG is instead opting to expand right now. This second gas leads me to believe that they'll be cloaked, because they'll have enough gas here for a cloak and almost enough for a Banshee. A Banshee is 100 gas and a cloak is 200, so yeah. There's cloak started here, and then just enough gas to start a Banshee. So the thing here with ForGG going Blue Flame Hellions is the Blue Flame Hellions obviously can't defend the Banshees, and he's opting to not build Marines. So the likelihood is he's going to build a Viking Raven sort of combo out of the starport, or just Viking with scans. ForGG will know when there's a Banshee timing. He'll probably have a scan saved for that. Not opting to build Marines to counter that, and investing in engineering bay and a missile turret is quite an investment early on. So, I mean, yeah, you could argue that a scan is worth more than an engineering bay and a turret, but an engineering bay and a turret is committing yourself to needing to defend it. If there happened to not be a cloak Banshee coming, you could still use the unit. So yeah, we have a Viking here. He's aware of a defense. It's actually rallied over here, waiting to intercept a Banshee. The middle of the map, we have the Banshee moving out, and ForGG's Hellions are moving out as well. Are these two going to cross paths? Yes, ForGG sees there's a Banshee coming in, so he's going to move his Viking down here, ready to intercept. Oh no, his Viking isn't out yet. Viking is going to pop out. Very nice timing on the Banshee. Let's see how many on the Viking. Let's see how many kills this gets. 3 now. Cloak and oh, nice scan ahead. Oh, but Polt also with some nice micro pulling it away from the scan. So here we have a 5 kill Banshee. I think that was 6 kills there. Let's just check that. No, 5 workers killed so far by ForGG. And Banshee number 2 coming out here. Now we have some harass at the front here with the Blue Flame Hellions. SCVs are not going to be pulled in mass to kill this, they'll get splashed down. And Polt is just waiting to get a few more Marines before he can push this back. This is in no trouble, and the siege tank itself would help defend this. So with this Banshee coming in here, we'll see what they do. The worker count is obviously in Polt's favor, he killed some SCVs, but ForGG's got this earlier command center, so he's going to be able to catch up, provided that Polt doesn't do too much damage here. So I have 1, 2 killed so far. That'll be the 3rd there. There's the scan. Polt should move that Banshee. He's going to get out of that just fine. So the Banshee's still doing some damage. Is there a Raven? Yes, there's a Raven there to deal with this. But that Banshee doing a lot of damage. Got 9 kills. That puts us up to 14 workers killed in total. ForGG is significantly behind in workers right now, and he hasn't put any back on gas. Probably because he knows he's lost enough that he still needs to mine minerals right now to get his economy up and going again. So the problem here for ForGG is he doesn't have much to deal with these siege tanks of Polt. I mean, Polt is now expanding. His command center is almost finished. And the worker tab, I mean, we're about 5-6 workers apart by the time this orbital finishes. I have a nice little move out, just a poke to see if there was anything going to be elevated into the main here, or any Hellions hiding for counters. And with this barracks floating over, it looks like ForGG is opting for a mech-based play. The reason for that is he's not researching stim or combat shield. He could easily afford it, and he would need them if he was going marine tank or for some sort of marine marauder play. But he's already invested in the blue flame as well, so that does indicate that you would be going mech in the first place. You would oftentimes not invest in blue flame just for one little poke at the front. So Polt's going to expand here, and he's just going to move out, building up his infrastructure as well. That's 2 more barracks. This looks like a standard marine tank medevac sort of style of play. And yeah, this push could cause a little bit of problems. Is siege mode finished? Siege mode isn't finished. This should be cleaned up with a few more waves of Hellions and the Vikings being dropped. These Blue Flames Hellions will roast these Marines so quickly, especially since they don't have stim. So we'll just see what happens here. There's a couple of Marines dying there. And looks like Polt's moving back now. He knows he can't push into this. It would be a close fight, but ForGG should be able to hold. He can always retreat and engage it a little bit later, having the faster units. So we see that ForGG is adding a couple more factories, so definitely dedicating to the mech play. Going for a reactor starport, that'll be for Vikings. Okay, so we have a little bit of engagement here. Nice split by Polt. The splash from the Blue Flame Hellions didn't do too much damage. Of course, Micro always is good at combating splash damage. And siege mode isn't finished yet for Polt, but if siege mode finishes and he's still in here with a good amount, ForGG is being very smart. He's blocking the reinforcement path here. Any stray Marines would get caught up, and he's just going to lift this. This does hurt ForGG's economy even more. I mean, Polt has got a significant lead now. He's delaying mining at the natural. He's 10 workers ahead. Polt is looking in really good shape, and there's siege mode finished. This is actually looking like it's in a very bad. This is looking like a very bad position here for ForGG. He doesn't have much to deal with these tanks sharp getting close range with the Hellions, and even that would kill the Hellions pretty quickly. So ForGG is just going to macro up at his base. He's probably going to try and get some tanks out here quickly to deal with this, but might even have to pull some workers. But this looks like a very tough position for ForGG to break. He still has the point. Sorry, I meant to say missile turrets. He still has a couple of missile turrets he can drop down, eat some tank fire from those missile turrets before running in. And all this while, yeah, he's going to lose even more SCVs with this. He's on 24 to 42. Polt's now researching stim. And these Hellions aren't even in close range. He'd realised that too late. Too many of them died. And while he will clean this up, this is far too much damage. Workers killed tab is 23, and, well, Polt is doubling the worker count. And if you look at the income tab, Polt is significantly ahead. Mining gas where ForGG isn't, and still ahead in minerals. But yeah, there's the 3rd command center for Polt. He's just going to secure this advantage. He's saying, well, okay, I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on. I know I killed a lot of your stuff and you're going mech, so he's got some marauders. Stimpack should finish before he pushes. And he's just going to keep the pressure on while expanding. The only way ForGG to defend this would be managed to get siege mode up, but he's not even researching it. He invested all his resources into getting tanks out to defend that push. Yeah, this is looking like a very bad position for ForGG. He could hold this and try and turtle up to mech if he had siege mode coming out. Yeah, I just don't think this is enough. Maybe with the Vikings landed, but Marauders are also awfully good versus Vikings. You'll probably have to pull SCVs to defend this again. Hellions getting ahead of themselves, losing a couple. There's Stim finishing in siege mode. No, this is just way too much for ForGG to handle. Even the point defense against the Marauders didn't help. The Vikings are getting decimated. The Hellions are just going. Hellions just not doing much damage at all to these Marauders, which are tanking for the Marines, and ForGG is dropping in supply. Well played by Polt. Very nice little timing push with a follow-up after doing enough damage. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this cast. My name is Sio, and just leave some comments below. I'll make sure and read them, and just give me some feedback. Do you want to see more of me? Did you not like this cast? If not, why? Did you enjoy it? What did you enjoy about it? You know, just let me know. Okay, so that is me. I'm out for now. See you guys later.